Good morning, and thank you for taking a moment to listen to this recording.
Today is a great opportunity to learn something new and make progress toward important goals.
The weather outside is calm, and the quiet environment helps create a clear audio sample.
What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So, real talk. What if I told you that you could clone any voice, generate speech in over 20 languages, and build your own multi-voice podcast or story, all for completely free, and everything running directly on your own computer? No cloud uploads, no subscriptions, no data going anywhere you didn't tell it to go. That tool exists. It's called Voicebox. It's fully open source. It's got over 30,000 stars on GitHub, and today, I'm going to walk you through everything from installing it to making your first production-ready audio. Whether you're a content creator, a developer, a student, or just someone curious about AI voice tech, this tutorial is built for you. Let's get into it. Before we jump into the install, let me give you a quick breakdown of what Voicebox actually is, because this thing is more than just a voice cloner. Voicebox is a local-first AI voice studio. What does local first mean? It means everything runs on your machine. Your voice data never leaves your computer. No third-party servers are touching your audio, ever. Here's what it can do. It can clone a voice from just a few seconds of audio. You record yourself or upload a sample, and it creates a voice profile you can use forever. It can generate speech using 7 different AI engines, including LuxTTS, Chatterbox, LuxTTS, and more. Each engine has different strengths, and you can switch between them per generation. It has a stories editor, a full multi-track timeline where you can set up conversations between different voices, kind of like a mini podcast studio, all inside the app. It supports dictation, meaning you can hold a hotkey anywhere on your machine, speak, and your transcript gets pasted directly into whatever app you're using. And it works on Windows, Mac, and Linux. No extra setup, no terminal commands, just download and go. The project was built by Jamie Pine and the open source community, and it's completely free under the MIT license. Link to the GitHub repo and the official site are down in the description. All right, let's get this thing installed. Step 1. Head to the website. Open up your browser and go to voicebox.sh. I'll also drop the link right in the description below so you can just click it. Once you're on the site, scroll down a little until you see the download section. You'll see options for different operating systems. Step 2. Pick your platform. If you're on a Windows machine, click on Windows 64-bit MSI. That's going to download an installer file, the kind that walks you through setup with just a few next, finish clicks. Super easy. If you're on a Mac with Apple Silicon, that's any Mac with an M1, M2, M3, or M4 chip. Click Apple Silicon ARM. If you're on an older Intel Mac, click the Intel option instead. Not sure which Mac you have? Click the Apple logo in the top left corner of your screen, then click About this Mac, and it'll tell you right there. For Linux users, Voicebox doesn't have a pre-built binary just yet, but the site has a full build from source guide at voicebox.sh/linux-install. That's in the description too. Step 3. Run the installer. Once your file finishes downloading, click on it to open it. On Windows, you might see a security prompt from Windows Defender saying it doesn't recognize the app. Don't panic. This is totally normal for new open source software. Click More Info and then hit Run Anyway. The app is open source and safe. Anyone can read its code on GitHub. Walk through the installer, hit Next, choose where you want to install it, and then hit Install. When it's done, hit Finish. On Mac, open the DMG file that downloaded, drag the Voicebox icon into your Applications folder, then open it from there. If Mac OS warns you about an unverified developer, go to System Settings, then Privacy and Security, scroll down, and click Open Anyway. Step 4. Launch Voicebox. Once the install is done, open Voicebox. The first time it loads, it'll set up a few things in the background. Give it a moment. And boom! You're in! Welcome to the Voicebox interface. Take a second to look around. On the left side, you'll see the main navigation icons. In the center is where all the action happens. Let's start by creating our first voice. This is where the magic starts, so pay close attention. Step 1. Navigate to Voices. On the left sidebar, look for the icon that looks like a microphone. That's the Voices section. Click on it. You'll see a button in the top right corner of the screen that says New Voice. Go ahead and click on that. Step 2. Choose your input method. If the app asks for the microphone access, just click Allow. You can now see the Create Voice screen, and here is the dialog with 3 options for getting your voice sample into the app. Option 1 is Upload. If you already have an audio file, like an MP3 or WAV, you can drag it in here. Maybe you have a recording of yourself, a voiceover you recorded earlier, or even a clean audio clip of a voice you want to work with. Option 2 is Microphone. This lets you record directly inside the app right now. You get up to 30 seconds of recording time, and the app actually shows you a live waveform, so you know it's picking up your voice. Option 3 is System Audio. This captures whatever audio is playing on your computer in real time. For this tutorial, let's go with the microphone option so we can do this together. Click on Record from Microphone. Step 3. Record your sample. Before you hit record, find a quiet spot. The cleaner your audio, the better your cloned voice will sound. No fans blowing, no background music, no one talking in the other room. When you're ready, click the record button. Speak naturally. Say your name, describe what you're doing, tell a short story. The goal is to get close to that 30-second mark if you can. Longer samples almost always produce better results. When you're done speaking, click Stop. You'll see a preview of your recording. Step 4. Transcribe your audio. Right below your recording, there's a button that says Transcribe. Click on that. The first time you do this, Voicebox will download a whisper model to process your audio. This is a speech-to-text model that helps the app understand what you said. It'll only take a minute or two, and it only happens once. After transcription finishes, you'll see all your words printed out in a text box below. This text, paired with your audio, is what trains your voice profile. Step 5. Name your voice and create the profile. On the right side of the screen, you'll see a field to name your voice. Type in whatever you want to call it, your name, a character name, whatever makes sense to you. In the personality section, you can describe who this voice is and how they talk. In the default engine, there are text-to-speech models such as Qwen3TTS, LuxTTS, and others. I'll just go with the No Preference option as of now. Then click Create Profile in the bottom right corner. Your voice profile is now saved. You can use it anytime across any project forever. Now let's make your voice say something it never actually said. This is the part that genuinely blows people's minds. Step 1. Go to the Generate tab. Here you can see our cloned voice is available, and in the bottom we can see a text box. This is where you type what you want the voice to say. Step 2. Select your voice. Here just select the voice profile, so we only have one voice profile and it's already selected. Step 3. Choose your TTS engine. Under this text box, you'll see an engine selector. This is where you pick which AI model generates the speech. Here's a quick breakdown so you can make the right choice. Qwen3-TTS is great for high-quality multilingual speech. It even lets you give it instructions, like speak slowly or sound excited. I recommend starting with the 1.7 billion version for the best quality. Chatterbox is your go-to if you need languages beyond English. It covers 23 languages. Chatterbox Turbo is super fast and supports emotion tags like and right inside your text, which is really fun. Kokoro is tiny, runs instantly even on old hardware, and comes with over 50 preset voices built in. I have tried a couple of TTS engines, including Qwen3-TTS 1.7 billion. For your first generation, you can start with Qwen3 or Chatterbox Turbo. Select that from the dropdown. Step 4. Type your text and generate. In the big text box below, type out whatever you want your cloned voice to say. Keep it short for your first try, maybe a sentence or two. Here you can also select the effects such as robotic, echo, or deep from the dropdown. Let's start with no effects for now. When you're happy with your text, click the Generate button. Depending on your computer's hardware, it may take a few seconds to a minute. The first time also downloads the model, so give it a moment. Once it's done, you'll see your generation appear below. Hit the play button and listen to that. That's your voice, or any voice you cloned, saying words it never actually spoke. Pretty incredible, right? So this output is from Qwen3.
Hey, did you hear about that new AI tool everyone's talking about?
And this one is from Chatterbox Turbo. Yeah, it's called Voicebox. I've been using it all week. I think the later one is way more similar to my original audio. Step 5. Clone any voice. Now let's get to the most exciting part, cloning a voice. Head over to the Voices section on the left sidebar and click Create Voice. You'll see a few options. Go ahead and click Upload Audio, then choose an audio file from your computer. The cleaner and longer your sample, the better the result. No background music, no noise, just a clear voice recording. Once your file is uploaded, click the Transcribe button. Voicebox will process your audio and convert everything you said into text. You can also hit the play button to listen back to your original sample and confirm it uploaded correctly. Now over on the right side, give this voice a name. Then in the bottom right corner, click Create Profile. And just like that, Voicebox has built a complete AI voice profile from your sample. You'll see it appear in your voices list instantly. Now here's where it gets wild. Select your new voice profile, then paste any text you wanted to say into the input box below. Hit the Generate Speech button and give it a moment to process. Done. Hit play and listen to this.
Good morning, and thank you for taking a moment to listen to this recording. Today is a great opportunity to learn something new and make progress toward important goals. The weather outside is calm, and the quiet environment helps create a clear audio sample.
That is a fully AI-generated voice, cloned from an audio sample, generated in seconds, running entirely on this machine with zero cloud upload and subscription fee. And the process works exactly the same for any voice you have permission to clone. Your own, a character you created, or someone who has given you explicit consent to use their voice. Same steps every time. Incredible, right? Let's keep going. Step 6. Export your audio. If you like what you hear, click the 3 dots next to your generation and hit Export. You can save the file as a WAV or MP3 to your computer and use it however you want, in videos, presentations, podcasts, anything. If you want to try again with a different energy or phrasing, just hit Regenerate and it'll create a fresh take. Each take uses a slightly different random seed, so no 2 generations are exactly the same. Okay, so single voice generation is cool, but the stories editor? That's where Voicebox starts feeling like a full production studio. The stories editor lets you build multi-voice conversations. Think podcast episodes, audiobook dialogues, character conversations for games, you name it. Step 1. Open the Stories section. On the left sidebar, click the Stories icon. It looks like a timeline or stacked layers. Step 2. Create a new story. At the top of the screen, click New Story. Give it a name, something like My First Dialogue, and hit Create. Step 3. Add your first line. At the bottom of the editor, you'll see a text field for adding a new line. Type in the first thing you want a character to say. For example, "Hey, did you hear about that new AI tool everyone's talking about?" Below that text field, there's a drop-down to pick which voice profile speaks this line. Select your first voice, then click Generate. You'll see the line appear as a clip on the timeline below. Step 4. Add more lines with different voices. Now click the text field again and type the response. For example, "Yeah, it's called Voicebox. I've been using it all week." This time, select a different voice profile from the drop-down. Maybe you have a second voice you created, or you can import a preset voice from Chatterbox. Set it and hit Generate. Keep going. Add as many lines as you want, alternating between voices. Each line becomes its own clip on the timeline. Step 5. Arrange and export. The timeline is drag and drop. You can reorder clips, adjust the timing between lines, and preview the whole conversation by hitting the play button at the bottom. When you're happy with it, hit the export button in the top right corner. Voicebox stitches all your clips together into a single audio file, perfectly timed, clean, and ready to use. Honestly, producing a full dialogue like this used to take hours of studio time. Now you can do it in minutes, for free, on your laptop. Let's talk about a couple bonus features that'll level up your output. Audio effects. On the left sidebar, click into the Effects section. Here you'll find a built-in post-processing chain with 8 different audio effects you can apply to any voice. Voicebox ships with 4 built-in presets right out of the box. Robotic. Adds that classic digital glitchy robot sound. What do you think about this new tool? Great for sci-fi content. Radio. Makes voices sound like they're coming through a walkie-talkie or vintage broadcast. What do you think about this new tool? Echo chamber. Adds deep reverb, almost like you're speaking in a cave. What do you think about this new tool? Deep voice. Lowers the pitch and adds weight to any voice.
What do you think about this new tool?
You can also build your own custom effect chain. Drag in effects like reverb, delay, chorus, compressor, pitch shift, and more. Tweak the parameters, preview in real time, and save it as your own preset. You can even set a default effects chain per voice profile, so your voices always sound exactly the way you want. GPU acceleration. If your generations are feeling a little slow, head into settings and look for the GPU option. If you have a dedicated graphics card, whether that's NVIDIA, AMD, or even Intel Arc, select it here. On Windows with an NVIDIA card, Voicebox can automatically download and set up CUDA support from right inside the app. On Mac with an M-series chip, it already uses metal acceleration by default. This can make your generations 5 times faster or more. Pro tips for best results. Alright, before we wrap up, here are a few quick tips to get the cleanest output possible. Number 1. Record in a quiet room. Background noise is the #1 thing that tanks voice quality. Even just closing a window or moving away from a fan can make a big difference. Number 2. Aim for 20 to 30 seconds in your voice sample. The more data the model has to work from, the more accurate and natural the clone will be. Number 3. Speak clearly and at a natural pace when recording your sample. Don't rush, don't over-enunciate. Just talk like you normally do. Number 4. If a generation doesn't sound quite right, try regenerating it 2 or 3 times. Different takes can sound dramatically different. Number 5. Experiment with TTS engines. Qwen 3-TTS might nail the tone for narration, but Chatterbox Turbo might sound more expressive for dialogue. Try a few and see what fits your content. And that's a wrap on your complete beginner's guide to Voicebox. We covered downloading and installing the app on any platform. We created a custom voice profile from a live recording. We generated speech using the Qwen 3-TTS engine. We built a multi-voice dialogue in the Stories editor. And we explored effects, GPU settings, and pro tips to get the best results. And the best part? Everything we did today was completely free and ran entirely on your own machine. No data going to anyone else's servers. If you want to explore even deeper, the full documentation is at docs.voicebox.sh, and the GitHub repository is linked in the description. The community over there is really active, and the developers are always dropping new features and TTS engine support. If this video helped you out, drop a like. It genuinely helps more people find this content. And if you want more free AI tool breakdowns like this, hit subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a video. Got questions? Drop them in the comments. I read everything and I'll answer what I can. I'm out. Peace, and I'll catch you in the next one.